Hello, hello, hello! We are live with today's stream, so I'm just going to share that on all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. It is Friday. We are starting with some Animal Crossing as per usual, and then going to be doing some Earthbound Beginnings later. I do apologize for all the canceled streams this week. Work has been ridiculous. It's going to be even worse next week. Next week I have literally as many hours as they can give me. But today I got off work early because we had so many people in and really not enough to do. So hopefully that happens next week as well. September 30th, 3:51 p.m. Yeah, so we'll see how things go next week. I think it's just because, Thanksgiving is not this next Monday, but the Monday after, so that means next week is the week leading after Thanksgiving, and I'm assuming that's why not only myself, but everyone else has so many hours next week. But, yeah. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm not sure if we'll have a new villager or not, but let's check, because I'm not sure if we were already maxed out. Samson, Tom, Amelia. Cupcake is new, but did she move here from another village? Lobo, Prince, Mallory, Elle. Obviously, we've had Cupcake before, so either way, she's not new. Liz, Ellie, Rolf, Penny, Lucky, Rosie. Okay, I think Cupcake probably moved here from Meltork 4 last time we played, so in which case, later on when we travel, we should have somebody else move in as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Okay. Let's see what we got in the mail. For the museum, ooh, a Stegosaurus torso. It's not rare, but I feel like I've been getting a lot of those recently. Not that I'm complaining. It's a decent fossil. Skull of a Pteranodon. Cool, cool, cool. And lastly, maybe leastly, hopefully not. No, that's right, it is leastly. But, you know, still something. Caesar moved to ESS. And Woolio just moved away. And HRA. Okay. And my gyroid should be empty right now, yes. Let's actually go put some stuff into it now before I forget. So the dirt model, police model, museum model, and then also this train station model, yeah. So everything else we already have. Although, like I say, I might want to send another set of the manor and house models to Catherine as well, but that won't be for now. That'll be for future Eric to consider and think about. For now, it's just about getting every model to her at least once. Museum model. Police model. Dirt model. And station model 7. Awesome. Oh, that's it for now. And what do we got on the message board? Pitfall C4. Okay, so by Liz's house. Okay, well, let's start our, say, daily exploration of town. I mean, not quite daily, the way it's been this past little bit, but our exploration for today at the very least. start on that and see how things go. There's a weed. And wherever else might there be weeds and fossils and all that jazz. Hey, Rolled. How's it going? Thank you. Just hanging. Sports fair, mushroom hunting, viewing, and Halloween. Maybe next time I should try answering some of the wrong answers to that. So I encounter that question just to see. Where is... Okay, Mallory lives just over there. Across the river, but not otherwise not that far. I'm doing okay. Eating well. I had salad earlier today. That's good. Also had a bag of chips. That's less good. Right? Yes, I did have a bag of chips today. Okay. Do we have a money rock here? No, we do not. Oh, we do have a few weeds. I might see some more over the next acre, but we'll get those when we go to that acre, just as part of our normal path through the village. Okay. And Ellie? A little grumpy? Oof. I get that. Rain is not exactly the funnest. What happens if I say no way? Uh-huh. Okay. I'm just curious. Because I generally do answer that question accurately. Weed. Oh, it's nice to just see, you know, how other responses, what other responses get you. Okay, so this is the acre. Oh, hey, Lucky. What's up? Liz that lives literally in this acre. Yep, the pitfall. Also, would have been funnier if Lucky had ended up in. Oh, speaking of Liz. Hey, Liz. Uh-huh. Well, let's chat. Maybe? Oh. Liz? Okay. Ain't the money rock, so it don't really matter. 4 o'clock and all is well. 4 o'clock, can't you tell? 4 o'clock, that's just swell. We haven't found a single fossil today yet. Or the money rock, or the glowing spot. We did find a pitfall though. But we knew which acre that was in, so even if it hadn't been obvious, which it was, we could have like just been fairly thorough in our search of that acre. Here, chat? Ooh. Uh-huh. Sure. I mean, I try to be nice. Even though I know that trade most likely did not benefit me. Also, Birdhouse ends up being worth a lot more than I'm thinking it is. Where's all my fossils at today? Already up to Nooks and haven't found a single one yet. That does happen sometimes, but... Ooh, Donkey Kong. It's the last day of the month. Raffle day. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna just drop this stuff off at my house then. So I can't sell it anyway. It's just taking up inventory space. I'll just put it over in that corner for now. Sell it tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. I guess tomorrow's Saturday. I don't stream on Saturdays currently. So maybe on Sunday, Monday. See how it goes. And what do we have in the dump? Ooh, stationery though. And a ski sweater. Thick paper. What's the ski sweater look like? Yeah, stick the cherries for my background. Okay. Oh, if I recall correctly, also last time, we only found 4 fossils last time, which means the other one is decently well hidden. Yeah, lucky we already talked to. So actually you need to be extra observant today. Oh, well, there's one down there, which we'll grab in a bit. We'll just finish up here first. Hey, Rolf. Yeah, just me. What's going on? Cool, cool. Hey, Penny. Open your eyes. My eyes are open. Oh, that was the wrong option. I wanted to just hanging. Folding chair. Sure, I'm pretty sure it's actually I'm losing money on this, but yeah. Okay. Otherwise, I think we're done over up in this section. So down to the next quadrant. Fossil number 1. Tons of fun. With our stage show paper. Oh, looks like we had a fight after. It's too bad, and this is Rolf's house, and we just talked to him already. I'm really curious where all the rest of the fossils are. Yeah, we've only found the one so far. Hey, Copper. Do you have anything lost today? Apparently they do. Let's see what it is. Just flower seeds, that's not exciting. White pansy bag, but of course it's mine. Who else would own anything here? Booker. Gotta think these things through. We'll just plant it right over here. We'll just plant it right over here, not drop it. There we go. See, I know what I'm doing. Exactly. I know what I'm doing exactly some percent of the time. Don't know what percent of the time, but some percent. Okay. Pockets are full. Money in wallet. Let's go. What's this again? Oh yeah, folding chair. Okay. Actually, since I won't be able to sell it today, since Nooks is doing a raffle today, that means by the time I sell it tomorrow, I'll have forgotten what I paid for it. So it'll just be like, yeah, extra money, even though I'll probably be losing money. Also, fossil number 2. How about you? That finishes off our stage show paper. So let's move up the woodcut and the felt, and then add the thick to the column. Excellent. We're at 2 fossils so far. That's not too bad getting to this point. Obviously 3 fossils before we cross the river is the well, I mean all of them. I guess finding all of them in the first eligible acre is the ideal, but like 3 before we cross the river is kind of the, you know, average that I'm kind of expecting. Which actually, yeah, I see the long spot, but I just realized, since we did miss one the other day, we should check some of the problem spots, aka... no. Nothing there. 'Cause, yeah, if there's nothing there, I just don't see it. And then... I have a spot... I don't think it's over here either. But our glowing spot is... okay. So you know what's interesting? 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 times 2 also equals 4. 2 to the power of 2 also equals 4. Isn't that fascinating? I find it fascinating. Okay. Another problem spot. Okay. Just do a little bit further over here to try again, but I think, yeah, no, nothing behind here. It's a neat trick, ain't it? Just bury something, and then you can zoom in on that spot when you dig it back up. It's amazing how long it took me to think of doing that, because, like, obviously, you know, you occasionally randomly dig up 100 bag of 100 bells, so I'd often be doing that to try to zoom it in, and then I'm like, wait, I could just bury something myself, and then dig it up, and voila, zoom in effect. I was up the wishing well today. Guess I don't want to be out here in the rain. Everything is perfect. Trantor is very livable place. Hello, Goop. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh. how long the ads are going for, but yeah. Okay. Okay, welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Ooh, Blanca is here. Just visiting. Nice. Yeah, the ads on Twitch are getting more and more ridiculous, unfortunately, but there's not much I can do about it. Good? That's good. I'm doing alright. Yeah. Tired, but I mean, that's just, you know, that's just normal. Unfortunately, but otherwise I'm doing good. Mallory we already talked to. We still only found 2 fossils. I'm sure I must have missed. Oh, well, here's fossil number 3, just for me. For real, yeah. I'm not sure if you're saying that in response to the what I said about the ads getting worse, or about the always being tired. Either way, though. Either way, though, it works. Okay. Hey, Lobo. Wondering that I have a job, Lobo. I was working today at 4 AM. Both at this point, yeah. Sure. Zipper shirt. Do we want to put that as our background, or do we want to leave the cherry shirt? I don't know that I like that as the background. And obviously I'm keeping my little, or Big Bros shirt for my actual outfit. Oh yeah. Oh. Magic Vase of Happiness. Special vase that brings us good luck. So you're talking about after this game commission getting regular Animal Crossing, right? What? Just straight up offer you. That's cool. $780,000 bells. That's more than I can carry in my wallet. I'll buy it. Just curious to see how he's gonna respond to that. And Cupcake. Okay, so Cupcake is new, but I think she moved from one of my other towns, from my town, Meltork 4. I think. Okay. Weed. Yeah, still only... Oh. Played a lot of New Leaf recently. Nice, nice. Well, there's fossil number 4. And just one more. But most likely, because like I said, I missed one the other day, last time I played. And none of these 4 were particularly difficult to spot, which means most likely the one I missed last time is still out there somewhere. And if I haven't found it by now, I mean, it could still be in one of these remaining acres, but good chance it's missed still. What's new? A way to not get wet in the rain? Any tips? Make a big umbrella. I mean... like, there's still puddles on the ground and such, so, you know, your feet might still get wet, even no matter how big the umbrella is. Otherwise, you know, decent idea, I suppose. Hey, Tom. Release the hounds. I'm not selling snake oil today, Tom. Oh, Gracie? Guess we're getting Gracie at some point soon. Help! There's an angry clown after me. Yeah. Is Amelia? Wait. Do I see something back here? No, but dug up a random 100 bells. Which, you know, not in right now. Okay, well, unless she's in this acre down here, then we just missed her today. Lobo and... well, there's Prince, and we already talked to Lobo. So it's just Amelia that we haven't talked to today. Entertain me. Ooh, little secret? Yes. Oh. They're like Porter the Train Monkey? Yeah, Porter's cool. Porter's cool. Okay, yeah, so still missing one fossil. It's probably like behind a tree or a building or something somewhere in town. Or possibly somewhere where it's just like hard to spot, like sometimes like if they're right on the edge of one of these bushes or like along the edge of one of these dirt things. Sometimes, you know, they blend in and you don't notice them. But who knows? Didn't find it today, and so, you know, it's future Eric's problem now. Just have to keep my eyes even more keenly attuned next time. No, that's it. Speaking of Porter the Train Monkey, we'll be actually going on the train in a little bit. I guess... oh, I guess, yeah, I can't sell anything at Nooks today because it's the last day of the month, which means it's raffle day, so I'll just drop this random junk in my house for now. Ski sweater, zipper shirt. It's Retro Games Discord trying to trade your old copy of Wind Waker. Why would you want to get rid of Wind Waker? It's the best Zelda game there is. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to go and head over to... what town are we heading over to? UES, right? I know I checked to confirm memory card before I went second for stream. Yeah, it should be UES. Okay. Just not your cup of tea. First game just never really played. Okay. Teach their own. There's definitely games that, you know, different people have different preferences for games. It's definitely games that, like, you know, I don't much care for that other people like, what? But that's my favorite game. Yeah. Not a fan of Zelda games in general, or just specifically Wind Waker? Just out of curiosity. Don't have to answer if you don't want to. Yes, excellent. We are going to the correct town. And it looks like we're also... Yeah, I'm beginning to think if you see Blanca in your town, that gives you an increased chance of her being on the train when you travel. Yeah, opinions. Your opinions for a reason, you know, yeah. Just don't really like Zelda. Okay, yeah. I actually have a friend who isn't a big fan of Zelda either. Although... some of the reasons he gives, I think, he's overstating some of the reasons, but, you know, to each their own. It's hard to find people in the gaming community that aren't open to other opinions. As with anything, you know, varies. You know, from what I find, you know, some places you'll find people that are, you know, very set in their ways. Okay, that one actually looks almost like Earth. Like the thing in the top, like right, actually kind of looks like North America. South America is kind of tiny, but you have kind of something where Australia and Asia should be. Because I'm just doing, like, you know, I always just do a random globe on her face, but this one actually kind of looks like Earth. Like, if just, you know, things were kind of misshapen, and Japan was, I guess, just, like, more horizontal instead of vertical. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay. U-E-S. Oh, this is actually one that I currently have a map for. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just clearing out any trees in the train station acre. Doing that with all my towns other than my main town, so that I can, you know, just have the acre nice and clear, and then later on bring, African Asia just became tiny, yeah. Well, Asia, or Africa, I think would have just been, on the side, the non-visible, would have been off to the side. Gonna start 2 saves on Animal Crossing? Like, two characters in the same village, you mean, or 2 villages? One is going to be a year-long save. The other one just having fun. Okay, 2 villages, okay. That's on here for the GameCube Animal Crossing. Because if so, just as a warning, you do need separate memory cards for each village here in the Animal Crossing game. Okay. Yeah, for the GameCube. Yeah. Just make sure you got 2 memory cards then. Or you could be like me and have 18 memory cards and 18 villages. You can have 18 villages. Because I'm a ridiculous person who does ridiculous things. Technically I own 19 memory cards, but one of them doesn't work. Yep. You can see below me the list of all my towns. Trantor through Mars. Yep. So it started because so in the game there's 15 possible train stations you can have, as far as, you know, the train station like this one, the arch is made out of wood. You can also have, there's also ones made out of metal and out of brick. And for each of those 3 types, there's 5 different color options, for a total of 15. That's way too many. Yeah. And in July, on a random day in July, is your hometown day, on which Mayor Tortimer gives you a train station model. And at that point, everywhere online said that he would give you a train station model matching the train station you have in town. Because there are the 15 train station models that match the 15 train stations. So that's why I'm like, okay, so I need 15 towns to get all 15 station models. And I did, then because I was already going for 15, I'm like, okay, so there's the island that you can travel to from the dock if you have a Game Boy Advance and GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable. And when you go to the island, you have one of 18 islanders. I'm like, I'm already getting 15 towns. Let's go just the extra 3 to 18 so that I can also get all 18 different islanders. So I did that, and that worked out just fine. But then going back to the train station thing, it turns out that the model Tortimer gives you is completely random and is not determined by the train... Yeah, the train station model is random, not determined by the actual train station you have in town. So I didn't actually need the 15 different towns for that, as far as that goes. It's amazing. Yeah, that's one word for it. Yep, so actually, as of right now, I have... See, especially because, like, so in my main town, with my main character Rick here, this is not my main town, but my main town of Trantor with my character Rick here, last year, the train station model I got did actually match the train station I had in town, which, you know, was okay, so that was why... that just, you know, made me continue to believe, okay, that's what you can do. So then that was why I was doing the setup to get the other train station models this past July, where when I found that out, it's like, okay, so it's random. So across my 18 towns, you know, 4 characters in each town, going and getting the train station models from Tortimer. I have 14 of the 15. I'm just missing 1. So next year I have to try some more in July. But luckily what you can do is, because what I do is just like delete a character, make a new character, talk to Tortimer. Well, do the chores, then talk to Tortimer. Delete a character, create a new character, do the chores, talk to Tortimer, and just do that over and over until I get the train station I need. But it's random, so we'll see how it goes. How much were all 18? I don't know. I bought them in, like, chunks, and I didn't buy third-party ones. My memory cards are all first-party cards. I have... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 memory card 59s and 10 memory card 251s. And I just, you know, went on eBay, will be like, oh, here's somebody selling 5 of them, I'll buy 5, and then like a bit later, okay, here's somebody selling 4 or whatever. But this was also like, like back in last winter that I bought most of them. Other than, I guess, one of each of the 259 and or the 59 and the 251 that I would have had from years ago, from way back in the day. I also have a memory card 1019 from way back in the day, but that one had issues with memory with corruption, so that one doesn't work anymore. Wait, yeah. GameCube prices are rising pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of prices are going up for a lot of video game stuff, and GameCube's right now one of the ones that seems to be going up. Although, actually, GameCube games actually seem to be going down just a little bit recently. Like, they've been going up pretty steadily for a while. Now they seem to be going down a little bit. But, yeah. For 30 bucks a couple years ago, now it's like 60. Yeah. Or at least, it just seemed to... Maybe it was just... Because I know I bought Paper Mario 1000 Year Door recently, and, like... prices were fairly consistently, like, a little out of reach for me, but all of a sudden I found one that I was able to get. So maybe I just got lucky with that. I mean, actually, I definitely did get lucky to a certain extent, because it was being sold by somebody on eBay who was a new user on eBay, so they had zero feedback, so probably a lot of people weren't bidding on that precisely because of that. But yeah. But hey, I took a chance, and I bid on that, and I won. So, at some point I'll be playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, you know. At some point. I have so many games to get through. They're dropping, which is, yeah, good. Might not continue though. Yeah, it's very... can be very random at times. Obviously there's stuff that goes into when prices drop and go up, but it's hard to, like, predict that because it's, like, so many different factors. Okay, so somebody should have moved out, and somebody should have moved in. Okay, Liz moved out. Which is too bad, I like Liz. And Coco moved in. Have we had Coco before? I know we're missing somebody, I think, starting with letter C. Chief and Siren. Okay, we have had Coco before. Okay. So, no increase to our villagers. Let's go, still, even if it's not... Coco isn't completely new, it's a new version of Coco. So let's go introduce ourselves. Hello, Z615A. Welcome in, how's it going? Yes, meeting Coco. And then, who was not home earlier? Amelia. Let's go see if Amelia's home now so we can say hi. I can't sell my peaches that I brought back, so actually I'll just drop those off in my house for the moment. Kind of like cryptocurrency. But instead of people getting scammed, it's fun. People trying to have fun. Yeah. I mean, the thing with... I mean, the part of the reason the game prices frequently go up is because of scams and such. Not so much like it's not the majority of people selling the games, but it's some people that are specifically selling the games for ridiculously high prices, and then buying the games from themselves at those high prices to make it seem like the games are worth a lot, so then everybody else brings the prices up to those higher prices. Yeah. It's basically like the people that are selling at those high prices to themselves are doing it because they have just like dozens or even hundreds of copies sitting around somewhere, so then they bring up the price so that they can get a major profit. For sure, seen that, yeah. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, she's talking about going in. I think she's talking about she found gyroids. People bidding on their own auction. Yep. Exactly. Did I just see? Oh, I thought I saw something buried. Be right back. No worries. What are we doing here? Making a deposit. On we go. Okay. So otherwise, I think we're good here for the moment. So let's go and play a round of balloon fight. Welcome back. Just in time for the balloon fight. Okay. I was about to say, you know, that's something that they should bring back to the Animal Crossing series is putting in, like, these older retro games. But then I'm like, wait, but no. For me, because, you know, the whole reason I'm doing this is because my brain is like, oh, these games are in Animal Crossing? Well, then they're part of Animal Crossing, and part of 100%ing Animal Crossing, you should 100% these NES games. So then, if they brought that back to the Animal Crossing series and later Animal Crossing, that also have to do the same thing. I love when people set up the little arcades. The GBA games. Oh yeah. There's a lot of Game Boy Advance games. Game Boy Advance is also interesting because it has Game Boy Advance itself has a lot of ports or remakes of why Eric, why did you do that? But what was I saying? Ports or remakes of NES and SNES games. Another like that makes people spend money on a game they're not gonna. I guess first system made 25. Okay, no, Game Boy Advance is not 25 years ago. Not quite. I just had a moment of wait. 25 years ago? Because Game Boy Advance came out in 2001. So it will be 21 years ago. That's still ridiculous to me. So it's getting close to 25. Talking about NES. NES, that's 1985 or 83 in Japan. We'll go with 85. Though, so actually, yeah. There, I just need to think. I'm 35, so NES 85 would be 37. That one doesn't make me feel so bad, though, because it was before I was born, so... Now, granted, yes, like I said, just a couple of years before I was born, but... Yeah. Just kind of threw a number out there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, someday I'd like to own a copy of every NES game. Preferably I'd like to own a copy of every NES game for the NES itself. But... I mean, me being me, eventually I'd like to own a copy of every video game for every video game system ever, but that's obviously not going to happen. Especially when you take into account, like, digital games that are, you know, not necessarily even available anymore. But, yeah, my brain is just like, collect everything. I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. Or time travel capability, like I said, for the case of certain things that aren't available anymore. Mm. 20 years later, the game community is still kicking in terms of how good the console was. Yeah, GameCube, I mean, kind of Super Nintendo, N64, and GameCube are like some of my favorite systems. And don't get me wrong, like I love, I like every Nintendo system to some extent or another, and I mean, pretty much every video game system, just in general, has, you know, has at least some good stuff or whatever. But yeah, but SNES through GameCube are kind of my favorite consoles. N64 especially is largely due to nostalgia and the whole experimental, like, because N64 was still like, we're figuring out 3D. GameCube was like, okay, we've got 3D, like, kind of figured out. Now we're starting to, like, you know, we've got the basics figured out. Now we're starting to get a bit more in depth with it and such. I really like that with the GameCube. Super Nintendo, of course, was just, you know, like, kind of the pinnacle of 2D. Obviously, we have had 2D stuff after Super Nintendo, obviously, like, especially like a lot of like indie games these days, but Super Nintendo is kind of like, yeah, for sure, same here. Also like the DS. Yeah, DS was definitely cool. Playing around with the whole touchscreen stuff, which, you know, sometimes worked, sometimes didn't. I'm definitely a big fan of like touchscreen for like menu stuff in DS games, because it just makes things so much more efficient. For other gameplay stuff, it depends on how it was implemented, how smooth it is and such. But yeah. Okay. And the DS also still has my favorite Mario Kart game for single player, which is Mario Kart DS, of course. For multiplayer, my favorite is Double Dash. For single player, my favorite is DS. Huge Animal Crossing fan. They use the menu screen on New Leaf to its fullest potential. That's good. I look forward to eventually getting up to New Leaf. Finding out for myself. First hand. Ooh. Also, like some of the weirder stuff they did with the DS, like Nintendogs, that really used the touchscreen well for the whole, you know, virtual pet style game. Ooh. I am not playing Balloon Fight well today. Like, that's my second death, and I'm like, what am I on? Phase 16? I'm not at 25, so probably 16. 17, yeah, I was at 16. Made a really nice menu, but the best part is how you can draw using your stylus. Just use your digital art pen. Oh yeah. Wow, Eric, what is wrong with you today? I mean, to be fair, I did wake up at like 2 a.m. this morning because I was working at 4 a.m. So, May. And so I probably only got like a couple hours of sleep last night. Hey, thank you for the follow, Goop. Very much appreciated. So that probably plays a big part in it. But, yeah. Yeah, we can sell this stuff, junk tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next time. Play Animal Crossing. Probably. Yeah, even if I play, yeah, I was thinking if I play on Sunday, do Term Market. Yes, I will be starting before Nooks opens, but I'll just sell it after. So yeah, I'll still be selling it. But we're done with Rick, so we're gonna switch over to. Could be right back. No worries. I'll be here for a while yet. We are switching to a different character at the moment, though, in a different town. Gonna go. So just give me a moment to swap out memory cards. Catherine. Let's go. Yeah, Cupcake moved to Trantor, so I was right about Cupcake coming from here. Yes, taking a trip. Let's go. Did I, before when I cleared out UES, did I mark down that it was clear? I did not. Anyways, forgetting something. Some of the Discord servers trying to trade the SpongeBob game for the Switch. And once the SpongeBob game for a console, you can just buy it on. Oh? I have never played. I don't know if there's even. I was going to say that SpongeBob game. Never played any SpongeBob game, assuming there are multiple. My main experience with SpongeBob was, you know, seeing chunks of episodes when, like, my younger brothers would watch it, and I just happened to be in the same room. But, yeah. Okay. Let's go. SpongeBob still Like this TV series, is this still going on? I really don't know a lot about a lot of TV stuff. I really liked it. I was more of a cartoon, more of a Cartoon Network kid, since it was just immature jokes on Nick. Oh yeah, sadly yes. Huh. That's a pretty long running show. I mean, like, even though it's not exactly like my type of show, I'm still impressed that they've lasted so long. Okay. There we go. Just end it. Three spin-off series? I knew they had multiple movies. Didn't know it was 4 movies, but I didn't even know they had any spin-off series at all. I'm going to look this up myself. I'm curious now. SpongeBob SquarePants. Spin-offs. Might be 3 movies, yeah. Camp Coral, SpongeBob's Underyears. Interesting. The Patrick Star Show. Oh, it's a talk show. Okay. Weird, but okay. Just seeing the 2 spin-off shows mentioned here on Wikipedia. And then films. Yeah, the movie from 2004, which I'm aware of. Sponge Out of Water. Sponge on the Run. And currently an untitled 4th one in development. An untitled spin-off film. Something called Saving Bikini Bottom, which is a spin-off featuring Sandy, and an untitled 3rd spin-off film. And so there's 3 films out, 4 in development. Alrighty then. Okay. Think of new Rugrats 2. No, see, Rugrats, I was always a fan. I mean, I don't know anything with the current Rugrats show, but Rugrats I was definitely a fan of when I was a kid, the original Rugrats. And I didn't watch much of the, what was it, All Grown Up spin-off that had them as, like, pre-teens or whatever, but Rated C of that was fine. Both Amazon shows are equally as terrible. That's unfortunate. It's a 3D reboot and it really sucks. That's unfortunate. Okay, so museum. No, what am I doing? Oh, actually no. Train station. Yeah, we'll put. Where's the train station? Model 7. So I was mentioning before about well, let's go. About having all but one of the train station models. Well, here you can see, yeah, I have 14 of the 15. What they did with the awesome uncle? Not uncle? Grandpa? No. So I'm just missing train station model 10 here. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, missing 10, and then I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Turn him into a hippie? I mean, if the show is set in the present day, I think that would line up. Because that would have been like the 60s. Which was... Okay, so we got a museum model, which I'm going to drop here. Then we'll move this over here just so that it's not blocked off. So that's the museum model. Police model. We'll put that there, and then put the police model right there. Just turn it. There we go. And then dirt model. And that can kind of just go wherever. Maybe not by the bottom. There we go. Okay. Just like grass model, weed model, pink tree model, track model, and train car model. And then we'll definitely get duplicates of a bunch of them to like fill in, you know, make a full town in here. Gonna move this over. I don't want... I think I'm gonna move it over here. Just don't want the two tents right next to each other. Back soon? Okay. Just seemed a bit weird to me having the two tents like... literally right next to each other. I don't know why. I'm just gonna move that over a bit. Maybe like that. No. Oh, I do like that there. It's here. There we go. That looks better, actually, having the Able Sisters sign facing forward. Put the dump directly next to Nooks, I think. That I like. Okay. Let's turn the light on in there and in there. Just all the lights on. Train should make noise when you press A on it. What song is this anyway? KK Fair. Okay. That sounds fair. Mail. Oh yeah, it's past 5. Oh, we'll find out who moved to Trantor. Nibbles! So not somebody new, but somebody that I do like, so having them back in Trantor is cool. Otherwise, though, I think we're done with the Animal Crossings. I don't know why I said Animal Crossings. When it's Animal Crossing. But we're going to switch over to some Earthbound. Okay, Earthbound will be this scene. Just give me a moment to swap out cables and everything so we can do some Earthbound beginnings right away, and yeah.